The Bible tells us that God rested from all his work which he had made. Genesis chapter 2, verses 2 and 3. But the question must be asked, from what exactly did God rest? Another question may be, can God actually totally rest? And if he did rest completely, what would happen to the universe? What would happen to individuals? What would happen to every form of life if God actually rested completely? In Genesis 1, we have the story of creation in 6 days. God rested from the act of creating. He rested from that in the sense that what he intended to do was done. And so we read in Genesis 2 verse 1, thus the heavens and the earth were finished. Because this task was done, God rested. But my listening friend, God does not rest from preserving that which he has created. He must actively uphold and sustain, or everything would collapse. In Hebrews chapter 1 verse 3, we're informed he upholds all things by the word of his power. In Colossians 1:17, by him all things consist or hold together. Consequently, God cannot afford to rest. There's another reason why God does not rest. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 29. Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary? God never gets tired. Consequently, he does not need to rest. He may end a specific task, and that may be considered rest. But please be assured that your creator, your savior, your maker, does not fully rest. If he did that, the entire universe would collapse. God is at work 7 days a week, upholding, preserving, maintaining the entire universe. When the scribes and Pharisees threatened to kill Jesus because he healed a man on the Sabbath day in John chapter 5, Jesus answered them in verse 17, my Father worketh hitherto, and I work. To put that in simple English, my Father is working even up to this very moment, and I am also working. By the way, in making that statement, Christ was equating himself with the Father. So he told his hearers, his enemies, the Father is always at work, and Christ in his role as creator is also always at work. When you and I rest, we may rest in the confidence that our rest is possible because of the work of God. If God ceased to work, we would collapse, and a dead person cannot rest. And so as you keep the Sabbath holy, remember this simple teaching, this point. God does not rest from preserving his creation. He may end a specific task, but God is always busy, always at work, preserving, maintaining not only the physical creation, but remember Philippians 1 verse 6, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. God works in us. It is by the work of God that we are preserved spiritually, that we grow in grace and in his knowledge by the indwelling Christ who works in us. God, I say again, cannot rest, because if he did, everything would collapse. May the Lord bless you, doubly bless your children as you rest in the confidence that your God is working to preserve you and to sustain you. Happy Sabbath, and God bless you.